All right, hi guys. We're gonna go ahead and get started with simplifying expressions. Please make sure that you watch this video until the end so you can make sure that you understand every problem that's on this page. This will be on an upcoming quiz or test, so you do want to make sure that you get it. So the first thing that you want to know is that expressions are different from equations. So we're not going to be solving, there are no equal signs. We're just going to be simplifying and combining our like terms. So when we look at this first one, we have negative 2x and 6x. Okay, so when we put those together, that will give me 4x. And then I have 11 left, so I have plus 11, and that's going to be my final answer. That's it. Okay, let's look at this next one. So here I have this negative v by itself. So whenever you have a variable by itself, it's an imaginary one there. So if you need to write in the one, write it in. If not, then you don't have to. And since I have a negative, that's going to be negative 1. Okay, so I have negative 1v plus 12v. That's going to give me 11v. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Okay, so I have 4p plus 2p. Really simple. You have 4 plus 2. And it's very important that you just look at like the coefficients. The coefficients are the number that's in front of the variable. So if I do 4 and 2, I have 6, and then we have p. So it's 4 p's and 2 p's, and now I have 6 p's. Okay, this next one, okay, let's look at our like terms. We have n, and we have negative 5n. Notice that I'm circling the operation that's in front. I'm doing that so we know that the value of the number is negative. And obviously, if it doesn't have a sign in front, that's going to be understood to be positive. Okay, so again, you can add in that imaginary 1 if you need it. So I'm looking at 1n minus 5n, and I have negative 4n. Okay, and then I'm going to bring down everything else. So I have positive 4 minus 9, which will give me negative 5. Okay, let's move on. All right, so my like terms here will be negative 5 and then 6. So then from here, I have negative 5 plus 6. That will give me 1. And then I have positive 9n, so I have plus 9n. All right, let's go to this other side. Okay, so these two here, they are already like terms. So when we put those together, again, if it's easier for you, just look at 15 minus 9. If you have a calculator, type that in. Okay, so you have 15n minus 19n. That's going to give you negative 4n. Okay, so this one here gets a little fun. We have some distributive property. So we're going to look at distributing this 3. This is positive 3 because it's a plus sign in front. Okay, so I have 3 times 6, which is 18. I have 3 times 7n, which is 21n. And I'm going to go ahead and bring down our negative 5n. Okay, that 18 was positive, so I'm going to go ahead and write in that plus sign. So now I'm not done because I still want to combine my like terms. Okay, so I have negative 5n and 21n, which will give me 16n, negative 16n. And then I'm going to bring down my 18, and I have plus 18. So my final answer is negative 16, negative 16n plus 18. Okay. And let me correct myself. I am so sorry. This should be positive. Again, we remember that when our number is bigger, or the number that has the bigger value will pretty much take over. So if 21 is bigger and it's positive, it's going to be positive. So I have 16n. Okay, so again, that's positive 16n plus 18. Okay, hopefully I can get this to stay zoomed in. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, all right, so my next one, I'm gonna have, oh, now I just see, right when I said it, it wants to act up. Okay. Okay, so from here, I'm gonna look at negative 5. Okay, that's what's in front of my parentheses. So I'm going to be distributing negative 5, okay, into both of these terms. So I have negative 5 times 9n, and I have negative 45n. Then I'll have negative 5 times negative 9, which will give me positive 45. So then from here, I'm going to bring down the 10. And now we see that 10 and 45 are like terms, so we'll have 55. And then we're gonna bring down that negative 45 in, and that's my answer. Okay. Also, just a side note, let's say you didn't do it this way and you got up, or your answer at the end was this. Okay, these two are the same thing. You can't switch those out. Okay, this is addition, or in subtraction. So if I had 3 plus 5 and 5 plus 3, those are both going to give me 8. Okay, so don't get caught up in which way you wrote it. As long as you have the same values, that is fine. All right, so let's look at this next problem. Looks pretty hard for some people, but all you want to do is look at it step at a time. So I'm going to look at this negative 9 times 6m minus 3 first, okay? So we have negative 9 times 6m. That's going to give me negative 54m. Then I have negative 9 times negative 3. That gives me negative... Sorry, now my problem is sideways. Give me 1 second to fix this. All right, here we go. All right, so we have positive 27. Okay, then I'm going to go to this next part. And then I have plus 6, so I'm doing 6 times 1. And I have 6 times 4m, which will be positive 24m. Okay, so from here, I want to combine my like terms. Again, notice that I'm circling the sign in front so we can know the value of the number, whether it's negative or positive. So from here, I'm going to have negative 30m. And then here, I have positive 27 and positive 6. That's going to give me positive 33. All right, let's look at this next one. We have 2 more. All right, so I have 5 times negative 2n. That's going to be negative 10n. I have 5 times 4. That's going to be 20. Okay, let's look at this next part. I have 2 times n. That's going to be plus 2n. Then I have 2 times 3, which will be 6. So then from here, I'm going to combine my like terms. I have negative 8n, and then I have 26. So my final answer is negative 8n plus 26. All right, last one. Okay, so I have negative 7 times n. That's going to be negative 7n. Negative 7 times 3, negative 21. Negative 8 times 1 will be negative 8. And negative 8 times 8n will be negative 64n. We're going to circle our like terms. Okay, so when I put those together, that gives me negative 71n. Then when I put these together, this will give me negative 29. Okay, so hopefully this video was helpful for you. If not, feel free to come to tutorials and I can still help you. All right.